Now with Penn Badgley here in Times Square ahead of the final season of the hit show You. So we have to say good morning. Good morning, you. How you doing? Good to see you, man.
How many times have you heard that?
Oh, Joe George.
It doesn't get old, actually. It does somehow.
Well, you know what? It means that you have something that is enduring to people, something that's long-lasting, which is your show, but it is coming down to the final season. It's kind of hard to believe this all coming to an end. So what can fans expect in the final season?
I mean, you know, I can't spoil anything. It's so hard to speak about this last season without that. But I think that, look, everybody's wondering how this man will be brought to his end, right? The show to a conclusion, this man to some kind of end that will be satisfying. And I promise you, I really wouldn't say it if I did. I would dance around the question and just say something else. I think we bring this character of Joe Goldberg to a fitting, I'll say resolution, not to spoil it.
Resolution,
Right,
I like that.
yeah.
But you have alluded that there may be a surprise, that, you know, that infamous box
That's
that Joe
true.
uses.
Yes, that's true. So you know, I thought it was going to be a something that we were trying to protect, but then of course it's in the trailer. So I think what people might be surprised by is what the box is there for and what it is not there for.
You're good.
I'm nothing but mystery. Yeah.
I think it's fair to say Joe's a complicated guy. He's a murderer, a stalker, and trying to be a good dad.
I guess.
They're off camera over there laughing.
Yeah, I guess he's at least performing it. I don't know. I'm still not sure what it means, but yeah, he's trying.
Has he taught you anything about being a dad?
And I mean this in all seriousness. He's actually taught me what not to do, and I don't mean the obvious things
Don't
like
be a
don't murder. Thank you, Joe. It took me nearly my 30s to learn that. But I think it's the ways. So this show isn't really just about a killer. This show is about all the ideas we have about love and where desire can turn that into something closer to possession, manipulation, coercion, jealousy, you know. And so I think if anything I've learned from him just the subtler ways in which I can relate. And then it's like, all right, I don't want to follow that to its end. And again, I'm not talking about murder here. I'm talking about the very small things.
Yeah, but there's a lesson in everything. Right? There's a lesson in everything. And you're busy because you also have a podcast.
That's true.
You get some big names on your podcast, and you've had a chance to sing with Ariana Grande and Demi Lovato.
That's true.
What was that like? Intimidating?
Weirdly, I was not intimidated. I think I should have been, because if you it's you know, both of them I tried without any rehearsal to harmonize with in a real falsetto too, and you'll notice there's cuts in both of them. What I cut out was my my complete fumble with the harmony there. That's what.
Let's take a look at a clip.
Is it true what Christian said?
Here's the conversation you've been dreading for years. Honesty is the best policy, but you two were once a kid who was introduced to the concept of murder too soon.
He's never gonna hurt us again.
You'll tell him the truth one day. But for now, you'd rather preserve your son's innocence for as long as possible.
Well, it's a voice like
Fair
that.
point,
But,
yeah.
but you and your character, you got to do a lot of changes with the hair and his beard or not the beard, or, you know, do you have a preference in the look?
If I'm playing that character, I think I like it to be far from me, you know. I'm never clean shaven. So for Joe, I'll go clean shaven.
Okay.
I think he's best that way.
But if there's any attribute of Joe that you're going to take with you when this is over, what would it be?
His cheekbones.
I think you're stuck with those, man. I really feel like you're stuck.
Maybe his maybe when he's just quiet and he listens. Maybe I'll no lie. That is something I can just sit and listen with utter patience. I think because that character, that's what I do all day. You notice no lines.
Yeah.
There's no lines in that clip, right?
Just a little internal dialogue.
Yeah.
Well, Penn, we appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Great show, man, and sad to see it come to an end, or the conclusion.
Yes.
Satisfying conclusion.
Yes.
But we love it. And you guys can see Penn Badgley in the final season of You. It premieres Thursday on Netflix. I know I'm going to be watching it.